Chevo. Well, cash is officially making a comeback in Australia, with new RBA figures seeing a rise in usage for the first time in almost 2 decades. In 2025, around 15% of payments were made with cash and half of Aussies were using it every week. So why are people putting notes back in their wallets, and is the trend set to stick around? Here to tell us all about it, Betsy Westcott, personal finance expert. Good morning to you. If you look at the increase, it seems small on paper, doesn't it? But you say it's a big deal.
It is a big deal because it's the first time in 20 years we've actually seen an uptick in the usage of cash. It's been decline. But, you know, as you said, half of us are using it every week. 1.5 million Australians rely on it exclusively. And if you were to check anyone's wallet today, 3/4 of us would have some cash in there, and it would average about $65. So it's absolutely not going the way of the cheque. It might not be king, but cash isn't dead yet.
So why?
Well, there's a couple of reasons driving our usage. So, first of all, some merchants, they just only take cash, whether that's your local fish and chip shop, banh mi store, or if you're dealing with a tradie, paying the babysitter, that's the only option. The second one is that it's actually a really effective budgeting tool, particularly in this cost of living crisis. We're trying to be more mindful, have a good handle on our spending, and handing over physical cash is a great way to do that. We saw the TikTok trend around cash stuffing.
Because you spend less than when you tap.
Exactly, you can see it.
Yep.
The third thing is that we all have a bit of surcharge fatigue. You know, those little surcharges when you pay with plastic, they add up $1.6 billion a year. Happily, they're going to be abolished as of the 1st of October, but that is something people are really conscious of. Two more things is that it's about security and privacy. People don't like being tracked, and that's particularly important for victims and survivors of abuse where there's been financial control and tracking. They tend to go to cash to keep privacy and security. And then there's emergencies. We live in a country where we do have natural disasters, and the first thing emergency services say to you is get your cash out, fill up your tank of fuel and stock your pantry, and that mindset's really stuck with people.
And when they had those scams a couple of years ago, you know, there were several in a row, and sometimes you couldn't get money out.
Yeah.
That would have scared a few people, I guess.
Absolutely, and the people that tend to use cash the most are your elderly Australians and those in regional remote areas where those digital payments are a little bit more patchy. But yeah, for all of us, in the event that there is a breakdown in the systems, we always go to the safe haven, which is cash.
So it's sticking around, everybody. Thank you, Beth.